Alright guys, there's still so many things to learn about Arena, so for today's video, I'll be going over 13 general tips that you should always know while playing Apex Legends Arena mode. Without further ado, let's begin. If you accidentally bought the wrong weapon, you can hit your interaction button, which is square on PlayStation, to sell back the item for the original cost you bought it for. You can change your sights for your upgraded weapon by hitting your weapon swap button, which is triangle, giving you more options to customize your gun however you want it. A blue Mozambique and a blue P2020 makes for a really good secondary for a really cheap price, only costing you 175 credits. You can get the purple variant for 375 credits, but the difference really isn't that huge. If you want to try out the new weapon changes, hop-ups, and want to save the stress of finding it in BR, not only you are getting very easy access but testing it out in the best setting possible. Hop-ups are locked away in the purple tier, but Deadeye's tempo is only up to blue tier if you're buying the bow. Some weapons don't really need to be upgraded to max unless you really want to spend those credits. Weapons like the G7, the 3030, most of the snipers, ARs, all are really good up to blue variant. Purple can be a waste unless you're going for SMGs where you could get the digital threat, but that's my opinion. In my last video, I said that the only things you keep are your abilities and consumables into the next round. For your abilities, your tacticals, your ultimates, you do keep them, but for your consumables, which is your grenades and your heals, you don't. So my bad. If you watch the score bar and you think that when one side is fully completed, full out, the match is completely over, it isn't. I know it looks confusing to read and understand, but always remember that it's when you have 2 wins over your enemies, or if there are 2 wins over you, like a 4-2, a 3-1 record, or you could just wait until you see the "you are the champion" screen pop up or the game over screen pop up to fully know that the match is over. Because I had many times where people would leave the match thinking the enemies won, when most definitely that is not the case. Even my friends fall for it all the time, and I had to clutch the wrong by myself. A few map related tips that I could share is in Phase Runner, everyone always uses the rift to reach the middle quicker, but sometimes it's great to just make the run for it. You pretty much always expect the enemies to always come through the rift, and if they don't, they're on the other half of the map. Making the run could always catch the enemies off guard because they're always predicting one of the 2 that I just mentioned, because I already fell for it and I almost died because of it. On artillery, one person should have a movement legend to get on top of the buildings as fast as possible to get quick intel on the enemy's whereabouts. On round 6, if your matches do last that long, the care package will start to drop a heirloom weapon, and of course we know how strong heirloom weapons are, so you always pretty much want to get one. Always try your best to thirst your kills if possible, because the last thing you want happen to you in a 1v1 situation is both you all end up being weak and you have to reset the fight and you completely forgot you had kills to finish off, and so now when you go back to fight, it's a 3v1 and you do not want that to happen. And to end off the video, just remember that this is still a team-based game, and in Arena you heavily need to communicate with your teammates. So be a good boy and listen to the pings. Also send pings for your teammates and hopefully they'll listen back. If the other 2 are going the other direction to the way that you are going, please follow them. Have each other's backs. Push to your teammates if you are in a sticky situation. Fall back to them. Don't try and be a hero or a solo queue warlord and try and impress anybody, because most likely nobody would care. If you want to impress people, work on your communication skills, be a better team player, and that's really it. Anyways, that's all 13 general tips that I could share about Apex Legends Arena. If you find this video taught you anything that you didn't know before or help you out in any way possible, drop a like and leave any comment down below, and subscribe to help the channel grow and for more Apex Legends tips, guides, anything you like. I hope you all are doing great, keeping it 100, and I will see all of you all in the next video. Later.